Welcome to the Crypto Pulsar channel. Let's take a look at Bitcoin's latest market structure. First, let's look at the daily chart. From the daily time frame, we can see it very clearly. Yesterday was still a bearish candle, and it was below the previous low. Then, when it dropped to the lowest point, there was a small gap in the earlier area, and it got filled a bit here. After that, it pulled back to retest in this area. And then such a large bullish candle appeared. If this false breakdown on Bitcoin's side is eventually reclaimed, then a rebound will occur. This is very clear. We can see that. And today, it has reclaimed it. After reclaiming it, a straight rebound appeared originally. Everyone can go back and review in some earlier period. I believe that this line on Bitcoin would definitely come down. So at that time when it didn't come down here, some friends said it caused them to miss the long opportunity. But you can see this week it still came down. After coming down, there was a bit of a pullback here. Given the feeling that it couldn't go up, and then some bears opened short positions here, I don't know what the reasoning was. Why short in the middle of a consolidation range? This is not very understandable. And once it stands back above, those shorts will start to consider stopping out. And that will drive the market to rise in a straight line. My personal target level, if this area is a consolidation range, then this counts as a false breakdown. I think it may come to the upside to do a stop loss hunt. Why? Because for now, the previous high stop losses have been taken out. The stop losses above that high are waiting, and there is still another high like this. I feel relatively calm about it. Let's still look at the smaller time frame. It will be clearer. This is the 4-hour time frame. We can see that the previous lows in this area were bought and then broken. After the breakdown, price came back again, pulled back, stabilized, and then continued to move upward. Currently, we can see 3 minor highs. One is the first, second, and the third. For the first one, it even didn't come to retest. It immediately showed a tendency to fall, which means it has not yet come back to retest the gap in this area. So for now, it appears very strong. If the stop losses above are not safe, do you think the previous 2 highs are safe? I personally still believe that this is the next target level if price comes here. I think the probability of reaching the previous high is very high. If it comes here and forms a false breakout and then falls back, I would think this will, again, be a very clear shorting opportunity. And such a short actually is not even that short if it reaches above 70,000. And the downside is around 60,000. There is actually quite a large downside space. Just like when the previous lows were reclaimed again, then today, it directly rose by $5,000. Such a range is actually more than enough for you to make a good trade at the moment. We can see that on the smaller time frame, the highs were previously declining, and here a clear shift has appeared. That is to say a higher high has been created. Then I would think if there is any pullback, it will also form a higher low and then continue to move upward to this area. All right, this is my very clear plan. I'm also telling everyone today, the first target has been completed. The second is about to come, and then the third. This area is not only a take profit zone for bulls, but if a breakout occurs and then price falls back, this will be a relatively good shorting opportunity. You can even see that the current trend is still downward overall. So if a false breakout happens here, shorting with the trend may still have relatively high certainty. All right, this is today's Bitcoin market update. All right, today's update ends here.